Say hello to Maria Bamford. I'm sorry, Maria. I hate to tell you, I don't know much about who you are, and I don't know your work, but I like looking at your face. Why do we like looking at this face? She is a classic king face. This is that strong jawline. King faces, look, this comes from traditional Chinese medicine, not trying to be sexist here. If you want to call her queen face, I'm okay with that. But in the world of TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, she's a king face. Natural leader. She's looked to at as being a leader. So that's why I like looking at these faces. So when you see the ads for all Macy's and all these Dillard's and all these stores, the majority of the models are going to have king faces because we like to look at king faces because they're the leaders. And she is a leader. Now, the higher end stores, the Neiman's and the Saks, they're going to have that jade-like face or that fire face. They're kind of haughty. I dare you to buy from me because that's the energy they kind of want to put out there. We like to look at these people, and when we like to look at these people, we like to look at what they're wearing, and all of a sudden, we buy the products that they're trying to sell. So, she's a classic king face. Eyebrows are very low set. This tells us she's very willing to help others. This is the gal that she'll be standing in line checking out groceries, and someone will come up to her and start spilling their guts because they see those eyebrows, and they know she's open and helpful and willing to help. It is a phenomenal trait. Eyes, very large eyes. Eyes are about receptivity, and this, when they're large like this, it tells us she's very emotionally and spiritually healthy. Wonderful, wonderful trait. Again, who doesn't like looking at this face? Those large eyes, those eyebrows say, "Come, talk to me," and the king face, "I will lead you." It's just a phenomenal face. These eyes are teeming with ideas. Not a bad trait for a comedian. So fascinating face. Now, again, I can never look at anybody as a physician and not look at the health part of it. She's got some discoloration right here in the corners of her eye. It's called the inner canthus, if you're into that kind of stuff. This is a pancreas indicator. She has a little tendency towards low blood sugar. This is the person that if she misses a meal, gets a little shaky, gets a little cranky. The interesting thing about king faces, they're very fair, very good judges, but the only gray in this gal's life is in her closet because this is right and this is wrong. So when the blood sugar gets off, it's not going to let her be who she is. She's going to get cranky, and that's not her tendency because she's a leader. She does have some puffiness below her eyebrows and above her eyes proper. This is a gallbladder indicator. If you'll notice, it's a little greater on the left side. So now, this becomes an interesting phenomenon. In my world, the right side of our face is what we show to the world. It's actually the eye. But it's what we show to the world as our public persona, and it's our mother's influence. The left side is our truer inner private self, and it's our father's influence. So she has the emotion of the gallbladder, which is what this represents, is anger. She's got an internalized anger, and it has to do with the male. This is unnervingly common. It's almost unsettling as a physician to see these dramatic one-sided markers. If we see something only on one side, there's usually a gender specificity, kind of internalizing some anger, and a guy caused it. She does have a little hook-shaped line here. This indicates that just a little bit of a weakness to a reproductive system. It's often a tipped or prolapsed uterus. But that is Maria. Who doesn't like looking at Maria? Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.